Hey everyone, let us continue the classification of stone masonry. Let me uh, let me say clearly about the classification of stone masonry. It can be classified into two. The first one is rubble masonry. The second one is ashlar masonry. And rubble masonry is further classified into 5 different types. First one is random rubble masonry, which is coast and uncoast, and we'll see what is coast and uncoast and the difference between those two. Second one is the square rubble masonry, coast and uncoast. Polygonal rubble masonry, flint rubble masonry, and finally dry rubble masonry. The second major classification of stone masonry is ashlar masonry, which is further divided into 5. Ashlar fine masonry, ashlar rough masonry, rock or quarry faced, ashlar chamfered, and ashlar block in course. So this picture gives you an idea about the random rubble masonry. Here you can see the stones are placed randomly. The first one is a plan, section, and the elevation. This is coast. So this coast type of random rubble masonry, coast, in which the stones are different shapes of this, different sizes of the stones are roughly placed, and this is the cheapest form of stone masonry in which the stones will not be cut into a desired shape. In coast random rubble masonry, the masonry work is carried out in courses such that the stones in the particular courses are of equal height. So this is uncoast. As you can see, it has the desired shape of the stones are placed in an order. So you can see in the plan, and this is the elevation, and this is the elevation, and this is the section. So in uncoast random rubble masonry, the courses are not maintained regularly. Larger stones are laid first, and the spaces between them are filled with the smaller spalls sneaks. The square rubble masonry. This is similar to random rubble masonry. There, the sizes, different sizes of the stones are randomly placed, but here the stones are cut into a square shape, and this is coast, and you can see the elevation plan and the section. This is in a regular sequence, and this type of stone masonry, square stone masonry, have a straight bed and the sides are used. The stones are usually squared and brought to hammer, dressed, or straightened cut finish. The second course, square rubble masonry, the work is carried out in courses of varying depth. This is uncoast. You can see it in the elevation section and the plan. In this type of masonry, stones having straight bed and sides are used. The stones are usually squared and brought to hammer, dressed, and straight or cut finish. So this is polygonal rubble masonry, in which you can it is based on the shape. You can see the shape of the stones are in polygonal shape. This type of stone masonry, the stones are hammered and dressed, and irregular polygonal shape were maintained by cutting those faces of the stones. This is flint rubble masonry. These are irregularly shaped nodules of silica. The stones are extremely hard, but they are brittle and therefore they break easily. So this is dry rubble masonry, and these are the elements of dry rubble masonry. Back with tempered gravel base for the stable positioning and the construction of dry rubble masonry. First course set in trench, and the largest stones and front width. This type of masonry mortar is not used. The self weight of the total stone helps the structure to build and stand in its by means of its own weight. It can be used for non-load bearing walls such as compound walls. So the ashlar masonry. So as we have already seen the classification of stone masonry, the first one is rubble masonry, the second one is ashlar masonry. So now we are going to see the different types of different classification of ashlar masonry. The first one is ashlar fine masonry. As you can see, The Ashlar fine masonry, each stone is cut into uniform sizes and the shape with all sides rectangular, so the stone gives a perfectly horizontal and vertical shape adjoining stones. This type of ashlar masonry is very costly because cutting involves cost. So this is ashlar rough tool masonry. So here the beds on the sides are finely chiseled, but the faces is made rough by means of tools. At strip or 25 mm wide and made by means of chisel is provided around the perimeter of rough dress face of each stone. So this is an example for an ashlar rock or quarry faced masonry. In this type of ashlar masonry, a strip about 25 mm wide and made by 25 mm wide made by means of chisel is provided around the perimeter. The remaining portion of the face is left in the same form as received from the quarry. So one side will be in the natural finish form. So ashlar chamfered masonry. So this picture will give you an idea about chamfer, in which the strip is provided as below. The chamfer are beveled at an angle of 45 degree by means of chisel for a depth about 25 mm. So this will be given by the angle of 45 degree and the depth of 25 mm. So this is an example for chamfer. Ashlar back and course masonry. So this is the combination of rubble masonry and ashlar masonry. In this type of masonry, the faces of the work is provided with rough tool or hammered resistance, and backing of the wall may be made in rubble masonry. And finally, thank you for listening to this video lecture. Hope this stone masonry gives you an idea about how it is laid, how it is constructed, and how it is classified based on its material type and the construction.